So what happens when you lose not one, but both of your transfer pumps that are supposed to send primary clarified effluent over to your secondary process? You're seeing it right now as a very jerry-rigged MQ pump with a hose laying on the ground going all the way over to my EQ over here. This is where our water from primary clarification is held. When I explain what happened, I came over after a quick inspection at the MBR to see something wasn't right. I didn't get any alarms, but the motor was spinning and this wasn't. So either this coupler here had snapped off. I mean, it was catastrophic. The bolt head's sheared off. I'm not entirely sure what exactly happened, but this is spinning fine. It's not the pump's not seized up. Maybe on startup the torque was too much. I'm not entirely sure. There's a little gap here. I don't know if there was some shifting, but yeah, it's toast. This thing will slide off. I have another coupler. I thought I was okay, but I'm clearly not okay. And I've already contacted my pump vendor, see if he's got an extra one of these. And like I said, I already have a coupler. The other one over there, notice there's no rotating assembly. I just did a video about that one maybe 2 weeks ago. I'll link to it at the end of the video. You'll see me remove that rotating assembly, but that leaves me in a little bit of a pickle. I have no way to transfer my primary clarifier effluent to my MBR. So the proper way to do this is, if I'm going to use this MQ, you see it going into the top, you see that hose coming out. It's quite the lay going all the way over, and we're going to go up there in a minute and you can see what I'm dealing with. But the proper way to do this is to come over here onto one of these two valves and maybe take the elbow out and then companion flange to it and thread onto it, because then I've actually got a flow rate and I know what's actually going into the MBR. I've bypassed my meter, my flow meter, and I'm having to run my micro screen, which we're going to go look up there in a second, manually, because it uses signal from the EQ pump's flow meter to tell it it's supposed to turn on. So this is in a pinch, and I'm going to do this a little bit more proper, but I wanted to kind of show some people what it's like at a wastewater plant when things go sideways on you really fast and you want to try to think about what to do next. So let me run up to the top of the deck and show you what I'm working on up there. Okay, so now I'm on the upper deck here, and I've got my hose coming in here, and you can see I'm feeding from the EQ tank over there. If you actually look close, you see the hatch is open where my MQ pump is hanging in there. I've got it tied off. And I've got my micro screens going so it can screen out any of the stuff so we don't mess up the membranes. If you're unfamiliar with this channel, this is a membrane bioreactor. And by the way, if you're unfamiliar with this channel, please like and subscribe and pass these videos to your friends, and let's help folks get certified. Let me explain what you're seeing here. My biggest tell that something was wrong, I was actually up on the trickling filter over there working, and I came over here because I actually have an annual inspection with the state tomorrow, and I was just putting eyes on stuff before I left for the day. And you see that, I knew this was drawn down immediately. I knew there was something wrong. You see that pipe right there, where you can kind of see half of it? It was, I shouldn't be able to see that during normal operations. And so what had happened is the permeate pumps, this is a membrane bioreactor, MBR's membranes in there. The permeate pumps, which draw the clear water off of the flock in the activated sludge basin, had just kept going until they hit their low level set point. Now, like I think I mentioned already, I didn't actually get an alarm. There's a low flow for my EQ pump that, it says that it's running, but it actually, monitors the flow rate via a flow meter. It should have thrown an alarm, and it didn't. So when I came over here, I was like, oh my goodness, and that launched my my troubleshooting. And so like all three of these basins were completely drawn down more than they should have been. And so my priority now is that I got my MQ pump, I rigged it up, took me about 20 minutes, not a big time investment, to feed my biology. It's less about, oh, I need great MBR water, because again, my trickling filter for this time of year, the flows are quite low. So I don't need the MBR per se, but what I don't want is to have my biology start dying off, because I'm being flippant or whatever about it. Now, certainly a couple hours isn't going to hurt it, but I'm, a little bit neurotic, but it's a great opportunity to talk about something called endogenous respiration. What that is, and advanced test takers, you need to know about it. It's what happens in an aerobic digester. These bugs will start eating each other, they'll cannibalize each other. And my thing is like, well, if I've got an MQ pump and I've got a couple hoses that I can string together and feed the plant a little bit, I'll have less cannibalization of my biology, and I'll feed them more. And so I'm just trying to prevent something like that from happening while I head to the store, get a companion flange, and actually get into that manifold over there so I can use my flow meter and my compactor here, this compactor setup in auto. Now, 2 days from now, that pump right there, where I did a video on that, like I said already, and I'll link to it, that rotating assembly is coming back on Wednesday. I'm doing this on Monday. So the thing about it is, I'm not that worried about it in the long run, because it will, I'll be back up and running on Wednesday at the latest, and I've already pinged that contractor saying, you know, please, if you've got an extra coupler and an extra sleeve for the shaft, bring it with you, so I can use it on EQ pump, or yeah, the EQ transfer pump number 2 that just broke, that didn't necessarily break, but its bolts broke, and then I can get both pumps up and running. Anyway, if you got anything out of this, please like and subscribe. I got to go to the parts store and get a companion flange and some adapters and you know, run this a little bit more sensically. And until next time, have a great day, everybody. Hope you got something out of it.